Hi, Cancer. It's Our Lady of Vibes Tarot back with another vibe. We're going to do the yearly vibe for you. This is a year ahead, January and beyond, starting in January. And it's going to be what's going on for the whole year. So I'm going to pull a theme of the year card. I'm going to pull past patterns that you need to release. I'm going to pull opportunity that arises to help you this year and like a lesson learned or something like that. We'll just do a lesson learned or like what energy you can move in to continue to have a good year, okay? And then we'll pull two cards, the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of the year. Bam. All right, Cancer, what's good? How are you? Here's a hug and here's a kiss. Mwah. There you go. All right, Cancer, let's pull these cards already. All right. I've already shuffled ahead, but I'd like to shuffle anyway. Theme of the year. Bam. King of Wands. Look at you. I hate King of Wands. Look at you. You're working on your work. You're working hard. Are you studying? Are you practicing? You know, feel like also a very masculine energy vibe. So whoever this is, you could even just be like focused on like, I don't want to say, I'll bring it back to that because this wand always reminds me of something. Like someone's focused on most like themselves in ways, and even like getting out sex out of their life, or even like I'm just focused on myself. Like even I'm not gonna be into like deep relationships. I'm gonna keep things a little more business with everything I do, including my relationships, but also my work is more important to me today. This year, this centers around working really hard. You have this hand here. I feel like you're holding inner anger too. It's like the Arthur hand. Remember, like you see in the memes, and he's like, grr, like you see he's mad, but like you can't tell at first if you're looking at the King of Wands. King of Wands has like I don't feel like this year is like you're working on your work, but at the same time, I feel like you might have a tough stance about you too. Like you might just be all about. I think you might be a little mad, but not for any reason other than that you're probably just very, very busy. Okay, you're like, I gotta do this, girl. This like you have that energy to just keep moving in your work and in what you gotta do, and not really worried about anybody else. All right, and that can be a little mean, but sometimes you have to like be mean to set your boundaries. You know, I'm setting boundaries here. I'm setting boundaries at work. I'm setting boundaries of what I need to do for how I need to work on whatever I'm working on and establish myself. Okay. So let's pull a card for past patterns to release. Past patterns that Cancer is being asked to release this year. King of Swords. They want you to be more King of Wands, a King of Swords. So I feel like put your money where your mouth is type thing. It's the vibe. Like you sit here in your emotions and you may think a lot about it. You have ideas and intuitive. This is how it's going to work for me. I know it's going to work for me in this way. I have maybe visions or dreams about this working for me. And that can be spiritual or just in your mind, like just having, you're in the clouds. So this is what you think. You're in the clouds. This person's more established on stone, rock. So they're asking you to not talk so much about what you got to do. Be more about it. Okay. Also, King of Swords can be a jerk. Sometimes they're truthful, they're honest too much. Sometimes you talk too much. Why are you talking so much? Why don't you stand on what you say, okay? Look at the fist too. The fist is there as well. I don't know what this fist is about. It's like maybe you're strong within your emotions as well and your words, but you need to be more strong about what you do, okay? So the past patterns to release is the strength of your words that don't add up to being the strength of your actions. All right. Opportunity that arrives to help you this year. No, I'm going to pull the lesson you need to learn this year. Here's a lesson you need to learn this year. Because the opportunity would come afterwards, so you could need help. Like, it's like a clarifying of how you can be helped during this lesson. Anyway, lesson for Cancer. What's the lesson of this year? Bam, what they want you to learn. Hey, I'm going to read it this way. Two of Wands. How to make some choices. Pick a choice. Look at, where's their stick going? This is the stick. Everybody's holding something. They are holding the same wand. This is a little more trimmed off. Maybe you have to like scale down on what you're this person's more comfortable with their stick. This one's angry. So the lesson to learn, it's like a lesson, is more like when you make your decisions, do them calmly. Make sure they are appropriate for what's going on in the situation too. Like don't be too emotional about it. Think through with what you're saying. Okay, so let me look up the Two of Wands real quick. for the lesson for Cancer. 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 Crabby Cancer. Okay, sorry, I don't know what that's about. Two of Wands. You're a commanding presence. See, you're commanding here too, but I feel like this is a more toughness to it. While I feel like this is more like the vibe of like when you put your mouth, your words, with and your actions together, you are very commanding. Simple as that. You can't be less about the words and put them all together. If you say something, do it. All right. Your commanding presence looking down on the world below you. Good. That all added up, huh? Okay, King. Looking on the world below you. The phone in your hand holds questions while you wonder what to do and where to go next. You've had success lately, but are a bit uncertain about your next steps. It's not time to rest yet, though. Don't get distracted and stay fixed on your goal. Bam. So that's what it is. You have goals here, but you're saying, you're setting, you're thinking, you're wanting. They're telling you to do it. This year is about doing these goals. And this is about, basically seeing how you're going to do this, how you're setting about doing these things. It's what's the next steps, even if you don't know what to do. I feel like you're going to, even if you've been successful in work, now what's next? Okay. So yeah, I think that's it. The lesson is just keep going. Don't distract and stay on your goal. So sometimes people don't meet, these King of Swords lessons, hanging around people who are King of Swords as well, that talk too much and don't do nothing. Make sure you're focused on what you're doing, okay? If you got to do this alone, make sure you're focused on it, all right? There you go. So let's see, what was the other card? Opportunity that arises to help you this year. Here's an opportunity that arises to help you this year. I'll pull from this card, this deck. Opportunity that arises to help you this year. Cancer, what's going to help you? What just happens out of nowhere? Like, oh, that happened? It's an opportunity that arises to help Cancer this year. Bam, is upside down. This is the Three of Cups. Independence. Bam. Okay, so it's like if you were around these people that are about talk and not work. So your independence. There's third-party situations. Scandal, gossip, overpartying, no support, solitude, being forced to conform, lack of time for others. You're working real hard. Like I said about I said earlier, just like working about fucking, like just also like you're so into yourself that this type of opportunity, I get that sometimes you never get to work on yourself. You never get to have times. This may not be like being independent, fucking around with different types of people. Sometimes, sometimes over partying. You may not have been able to do that, but I think you're all about working hard and partying hard, which you probably... This is supposed to be an opportunity, okay? So you don't do that. Maybe you want to do that. Work hard. Maybe you have it. But independence is an opportunity. To work on your own is an opportunity, okay? Getting rid of these Three of Cups, like these bad... You may not be able to celebrate. You may not have the opportunity to just hang out and do stupid shit. You may have the opportunity to do your work, okay? Alone. That being said, you may see the opportunity of how people are in your life, as these people are just gossipers, they're over partying. These people are not, this type of energy is not something you want to be in. You kind of just change. That's the opportunity that it changes, okay? And it could be like there's a bad situation, but that you'd see it as an opportunity to get on your work, to do what you have to do. That's what you see. This person, this is the Cancer card, pops out right there, okay? I don't know if the person you're fucking with is a Taurus or whatever, but... some devil energy as well, but you see to get independence from that situation, okay, and get out of things that don't serve you, okay. That there you go. If that's a third party, that if you find out about a third party going on, or people gossiping or talking crap about you, you use that as an opportunity to stay away from these people. Use that to work on yourself. You're like, there's really, I should have just been jerking off myself and hanging out with my own self and pay attention. You use that opportunity to not waste time on people who are not supporting you. So you're going to have to do this alone anyway and have no support. Don't let them take your time and waste your time as well. All right. Okay, Cancer. All right, let's pull for the first quarter of the year. Let's do this real fast. Cancer's first quarter of the year. How does it begin? This is January, February, March. First quarter of the year. The Hanged One. You have to figure out what you're going to do in the beginning of the year. Same pants. This is like the wood. He makes this, the King of Wands makes this stick. Makes this walking stick, makes his wands, makes his scepter. Makes what gives him the power from this wood, from this tree. That's what I'm getting. This tree is the root of what's going on. So maybe the beginning of the year, you're not sure where you're going. And you got to sit about it and think about it. But whatever you sit about and think about this beginning of the year and this confusion, you build an empire off of, basically. And that could be in yourself, with work. This person is a little youthful, doesn't necessarily know what they're doing yet. But somehow I see that this is the energy of the year. You find out. So at the beginning, you may not know what you're doing. You may be thinking about it. You're like, I don't know what decision is. What should I do? You are the blue here for the emotions and the red here for the pentacles, are more grounded, is coming together somehow. You're trying to find out and meditate. Maybe you're trying to figure out. Meditate can be many things. You're just thinking about yourself, meditating on a subject. You're thinking about a subject, not necessarily going om, okay? You could be meditating on words that were said. You know what I mean? Whatever. And just your life in general and what your ideals are. Because whatever it is that happens, it becomes this. Okay? It also, this too. This wood. Okay? It comes from this tree of the Hanged One. Let me pull the second card, and then I'll look up the Hanged One. Nine of Cups. Yep, this is, what do I do? Where am I on my way to get my emotions together and set myself together? So I think that maybe in the beginning of the year, you're not sure what to do, but you know you want to get yourself together. You know you want to get your emotions together, but you're not sure exactly how, okay? Let's see. I'm going to get the cups are there first. Here, I have the cups right here. So 9 of Cups. Oh, no. Let me check. I'm sorry. The Hanged One for Cancer. The Hanged One for the first quarter of the year. What's good with the Hanged One? All right. True peace can only come from within. Absolutely. The Hanged One has found this inner zen in what seems like an unusual place. So something I'm telling you, this comes from this unusual idea or way of being where you have to be stuck somewhere, or maybe you're voluntarily just placing yourself in a situation to like think about things, you know? Anyway, true peace can only come from within. The Hanged One has found this. You may also want to spend some time alone. All right. The Hanged One, but not in a sad way. You just want to be alone to get yourself together at the beginning of the year. Okay. She hangs from a tree of life in a comfy sweater and equally comfy sweatpants. Maybe she seems a little odd hanging upside down and perfectly poised, but she's also calm. The Hanged One is just simply relaxed and at peace. Finally, it's the calm after a storm. You might have just had some tough battles or obstacles to conquer, but now it's time to relax a bit, meditate, slow down, nurture your body and soul. You might have to sacrifice something in order to reach out to this state of zen, but don't worry, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It may even feel like self-care routine is a little strange to others, yep, but this process is crucial for you to embrace who you are and free yourself from other expectations and demands. Yep, this is crucial for you to get this 9 of Cups feeling. This is crucial for stabilization, okay? So if you need to chill out, you need to meditate, get away from people, before you make new decisions and how you're going to do this, this is crucial beginning of the year, okay? Don't worry how anyone thinks about it. If you got to chill your sweatpants for a bit and relax, that's what you have to do, okay? If you got to think about therapeutic ways to relax, that's what you got to do, okay? All right, there we go. Second quarter of the year. For Cancer, let's do this. Come on, taking this time. Cancer, second quarter of the year. I'm going to read it this way. Well, I'll read it both ways just in case. Queen of Cups, second quarter of the year. Second quarter of the year, Queen of Cups. Bam. And the Ace of Wands. Bet. You get your shit together. Queen of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. You get your money together. Bam. I think that time you needed by yourself. Look at these 2 of Wands. This is the one she's holding probably. You know what I mean? They're all holding these wands, man. This is all from this tree. What was your idea? What was your idea? What are you doing? Now I gotta know. Anyway, no, we're in the second quarter now. So the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, you took the much needed rest. If you went somewhere, you took a trip or something, you took your time, a spa, whatever, you had to relax, you did what you had to do. The second is about your money. It's about your growth, your financial growth, and love growing. The Ace of Wands, someone offers you perhaps work. I don't know, but I think you offer yourself this job. I think you are having an opportunity to get a promotion even at work. You're on your way to something big. You're on your way to something even bigger because the Queen of Pentacles is ginormous. So the Queen of Pentacles has something for you, or you are the Queen of Pentacles that has something for everybody. You are the blueprint, basically. The second, and this is male or female. Queen of Pentacles, this is money, you know what I mean? But this is someone who's like not cheap and generous, and like they have this, maybe you have a little disposable income to look extra good, you know what I mean? I feel like second quarter of the year is good around your money and good around these wands. Let's see what the Kipper says about it. The second quarter of the year. Let's just draw a clarifier. Bam. Hold on. What the fuck? That was all right, here we go. Expectation. So maybe people are expecting, I think you expect this, maybe because you were working on it. So your expectations are met financially and work-wise. Okay, let's pull another one. Oh, I always dropping these. All right. Toil and labor. Yeah, it has to do with work. You may have been working real hard on something and you expected it to come through, and it does come through. Okay, so maybe Queen of Pentacles works real hard. Second, maybe you get another job. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Toil and labor. This is for something you expect it to work out, and it will work out. All right. Third quarter of the year for Cancer. Some type of new investment, new thing you're working on. I don't know if it's new or something you've always been working on, honestly. But I think you've been Cancer. This Cancer I'm talking to maybe has always been doing okay. Been doing well from before, but like you're changing for the better for a while now. Okay, here's the third quarter. Page of Swords. Bam, from the King of Swords to the Page of Swords. You know how to stand up for yourself in a way that's a lot nicer. Okay, hold on. Let's do third quarter more. Another one. The Lovers in reverse. Someone has to cut out some shit relationships. Someone has to cut out bad relationships in the third quarter. So I think that's what the third quarter, bam, some type of love comes through. Maybe it's Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles you get with the Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. Maybe you work with them and you expect them to work well for you, and you expect this to work out, and I don't know if it does. Maybe you have to cut somebody off in the third quarter of the year. All right. Also, you stand up and say, this is not what I'm standing for in a type of relationship. Okay. Or you stand up for your relationship, even if maybe other people don't think you should. Let's do a clarifier card. Queen of Wands. Yeah. You're with the Queen of Wands. Maybe there's, all right, someone may stand up for you. Let's say that. But I think someone says, let's say if this Queen of Wands is you, someone, you're working hard and you're working on your thing, but I feel like, notice the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. See all these wands, dude. King of Wands, Queens of Wands. Ooh, wow. That's wild to me, because all I could think is like, yeah, I think someone says something to the Queen of Wands. Okay, now I don't know is this you? Or you have to cut off a Queen of Wands? Someone who's like really, because the Queen of Wands can be mean. You know what I mean? Maybe you tell this person, now you can't talk to me like this. So I don't know. Is this you meet your match? Maybe there's a lover's quarrel on the third quarter of the year where you have to stand up for yourself as well. Or you realize that someone's type of relationship or what they're saying is taking away from your Queen of Wands energy, and that's not what you're trying to do. But I also think there's a mean person. Queen of Wands can be mean sometimes, you know what I mean, and beat you with the wand, and I don't think you want to take that or stand up for that. So still stand up for yourself. Okay, last quarter of the year for Cancer. Yeah, whole year can't be great. Here we go. Last quarter of the year for Cancer. Bam. Star. It says unfulfilled, but I think that it is fulfilled. Now, but if you're thinking about some person and their relationship, maybe that relationship is not fulfilling. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to work on your damn money anyway, okay? And yourself. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. King of Pentacles. So the wish fulfilled. So let's say we're up here, we get a wish of money. Okay. Now, also, if it's not fulfilled and it's upside down, it's just that you're still working on your wishes of getting money. Okay. You're still just working on it. The year comes out, you're still working on it. The King of Wands is what the thing is. It may not be King of Pentacles yet for you at the end of the year. Doesn't mean that your wish may not be reached yet, but you're working on your wish, and that's continuously happening. It's continuing to happen. as you try and become the King of Pentacles from the King of Wands, as you try to make you just establish yourself even better with more money. Like this guy has better, this guy's almost the same person, but like has better on there, there's a better place, like better heart, better love, grows even like the flowers. They're just like, they're bettering, they're working on themselves, they're trying to establish this money. So I also think, let's say you have a wish fulfillment at the end of the year, and it does, your money does come through for you. So no matter what happens, if you did not get too distracted by anybody, you worked on yourself. That's what happened. You didn't distract by yourself, and you were able to stand up for yourself and get what you wanted. Let's do a clarifying card. One more card. Let's pull one card. Bam. Yep. There we go. Intuition, mystery, sacred knowledge, divine feminine, inner knowing, subconscious, spiritual, high power, inner voice. So there you go. You know what you're still working. Let's say if you were still working on this, you know it's going to come to fruition. You knew this was going to happen. So whatever you were working on, you knew was going to happen and end up happening. It ends up happening. So this is something that may also even be given to you. This is also maybe someone, let's say someone also, I don't know why I feel like maybe someone is jealous of it. Someone you loved even. I feel like the person you love is jealous of you in a way. At the end of the year or something, someone is jealous of you because of what you're doing. This is what I'm receiving intuitively. And I think you shouldn't care about it. I think the star is what you wanted to work on. You've stabilized it. These emotions you're wearing your emotions. Okay. You've established it. You're sitting down with them. You make this money. But I also feel like someone in the background does not like you. And it could be a woman. Could be someone they're just kind of a little jealous of you at the end of the year. But anyway, at the end of the year, you do get what you want. And I'm happy for you, Cancer. Love you. Have a great year. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Our Lady of Vibes. Please leave a comment. Bye.